A lot of our homeowners choose to go with conventional ways to heat and cool their home, such as oil, gas, electricity, but for those of you looking to reduce your carbon footprint, there's another method called geothermal.
Similar to a traditional HVAC system, when doing a geothermal HVAC system, there's still insulated ductwork, supplies, returns, and air handlers. Here are the major differences when doing a geothermal system.
The addition of a geothermal unit connected to pipes several hundred feet below the ground. Water is then mixed with food-grade propylene glycol, and this circulates through these buried pipes. Heat is exchanged between the solution in the pipes and the warmer temperature of the earth. This solution then circulates back into the home and is used to heat and cool your home. In the summertime, the process is reversed.
To keep it simple, a geothermal pump uses the constant temperature of the earth to heat and cool your home.
Now let's get to the steps involved. Step 1. The crew runs the ductwork. This part of the process is more or less the same as a traditional HVAC installation. The crew is installing supplies that will provide warm and cold air to each of the rooms in the home, while the returns pull the air back into the unit to create constant circulation. With the ductwork installed, let's get to the fun stuff and take a look at how these geothermal loops make their way under the ground. Geothermal can be run under the ground in two ways. The first way, horizontal pipes several feet below the frost line, which this method requires a lot of surface area. And the second way is by running vertical pipes hundreds of feet under the ground, which is more common on Long Island, with a closed loop system and also what we're going to be doing today. In order to install these geothermal loops vertically, we need a well driller. Step 2. Drilling for the geothermal ground loops. First things first, let's make sure this truck is stable. And now we can get drilling. The crew uses these extensions to keep adding to the drill bit until we reach about 300 feet under the ground. The ground temperature is a constant 54 degrees where we are located here on Long Island. Look at that thing go. Here on Long Island, you can't dig deeper than 500 feet. Otherwise, you would actually need a mining permit. Another one's changed. While the crew pulls the drill extensions and prepares to install the geothermal ground loop, let's dive into some costs. Supplying and installing a geothermal system on Long Island can cost anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000, depending on size and scope. However, there are now massive rebates and tax credits that are available to homeowners looking to do geothermal that make it comparable in cost to a traditional HVAC system. Let's go through an example. This is a home with 4,600 square feet of living space. The total geothermal system, including the geothermal units, well drilling, zoning, plumbing, and electrical work involved, was about $120,000. PSE&G, which is our local electric utility, provided $12,000 in rebates. Then there was a 30% federal tax credit, which equates to about $38,000, which does include the cost of electrical and plumbing associated, and a New York State credit of $5,000, bringing the approximate net cost of the system down from $120,000 to about $65,000. In comparison, To install electric heat pumps in the same home would have been about $69,000, with about $10,000 in rebates, leaving you with a net cost of $59,000. Very similar if you ask me. Here's the crew dropping the geothermal loop down the hole. Seems like it's forever. While Custom Chris lurks in the background and the team finishes up the loop, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can join us on our journey building forever homes.